Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, Butterfly Effect. My name is Cassandra and today I will be reading for the sign of Pisces. This reading will be for October the 11th through the 13th. Pisces, be mindful that this will not resonate with everyone and this is a general reading. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces? Pisces, you have trust. And I feel like with trust that a lot of you guys need to trust what situation that you're in or a certain situation that you're dealing with. I feel like a lot of you guys having trust issues due to certain situations that you were in, of course, where someone didn't do what they said they were going to do. You could have gotten your heart broken or something of that nature, because I do feel like a lot of you guys are shielded. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Pisces? Okay, so we have will. And I feel like with trust and will, a lot of you guys really trusted people, someone or a certain group of people. You trusted them without any question. And they took your kindness for weakness. It's like you or someone attached to you, because this could be energy around you as well, was kind of like a people pleaser. And you gave out trust before it was actually earned. And a lot of time that backfired. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you're not supposed to trust people, but you are supposed to trust people also that give you a reason to trust them. And I know y'all very observant. Pay attention to everything and what's going on around you. So therefore, I do highly suggest that the things that you pick up on, trust those things. If you're having trust issues, the one person that you can trust is yourself. So if you start to trust yourself and your intuition, and your intuitive messages, that gut feeling that you have, if you go with that, then it will start to help you be able to trust what's going on around you and trust the people that you allow in your life. Because the things that you're doing, that you may have been doing or have done for the wrong people, I mean, you did the right things for the wrong people. But you needed to do those things to learn who you can continue to do those things for and who you can't do those things with or for. But the trust all start with yourself, because if you don't trust what the feelings and the things that you see and the things that you know but don't want to accept, then it makes it harder for you to trust others around you because you're not sure of yourself. But when you're sure of yourself, then you make sound decisions. And there are several ways, that you can learn to trust yourself and learn to be intuitive and tap more into your higher self. Doing the things that you love and listen to your inner child, or going inside trying to find your inner child, doing things that you once loved to do or doing things that you love to do now. Surrender. It's time to surrender to the old thoughts and beliefs that you once had, that's no longer working for you. It's time to surrender to yourself and give yourself what you need to continue to elevate and develop. Because while you've been trusting people and you feel like people have been holding back on you, surrendering to yourself will release any fears that you have regarding anything that you've been going through. Fear is something that is created, because if no one ever hurted you, or if no one ever broke your heart or lied to you, then you would trust. So you fear the fact of being hurt. And I feel like you guys have had the focus card like the last 3 readings. So you guys, I highly suggest, if you haven't watched those readings, do go back and watch those as well. But it's time for some of you guys to meditate, understand that your perception on things and your thought pattern is why things are being attracted to you. What you think and believe, you do attract. So you need to be very conscious and make sure your intent is very pure when you're making decisions or when you're thinking about stuff. Because if you're thinking darkness and you're thinking negativity, or if you're thinking that things is not going to work, 9 times out of 10 the things will not work in your favor. So it's very imperative that you concentrate and focus on yourself and your thought pattern and building yourself up so that your mind can continue to expand. Because with blockages only create stagnation. Because when there's blockages, a lot of the times we're not trusting and we're not going with the flow, or we're not seeing the things that's placed in front of us, which is opportunities, warning signs, pain that's being stored in our body. You just need to take the time and focus on you. Not saying that you can't help others or do things for others, but your number one priority right now need to be your thought pattern and your thought process. Being intuitive, maybe meditating. Yeah, it's time for a lot of you guys to take a different direction. Because if you do what you always done, you're going to get what you always got. Some of you guys may have just got out of a relationship, had the 4 of Swords, and then I also had the 3 of Cups, and I feel like for some of you guys it could have been a third-party relationship. And stay with me, Pisces. As I said, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Because this might be for another set of Pisces, but I do feel like some of you guys were in a third-party situation that you guys just recently left. Because I see the Knight of Cups he's moving away from this situation. Like he's moving away from this energy. Someone turned their back on you, or you turned your back on someone, Pisces. I feel like someone may have tried to speak up, and ask questions about a certain situation, but there was no full clarity. But Pisces, you didn't really need clarity because I do feel like it was something that you may have seen or heard. I feel like it's something that you may have seen. I don't know if maybe someone sent you some information. But I do see, like with the King of Swords, that the truth came out or is going to come out. But I feel like you need to take on this King of Swords energy. So whatever it is that you find out, Pisces, you do need to still remain calm and remain humble. But I feel like a lot of decisions are being made at this time. Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces for the 11th through the 13th? Okay, yeah, so we have the Eight of Cups and the Two of Swords. I feel like somebody was having a third party situation behind your back. I feel like you knew that they were doing this, but you didn't really want to believe that it was happening. So just bear with me. Yeah, you didn't really want to believe because with the Two of Swords, I see that you didn't want to believe, but you end up seeing something, but you didn't want to believe what you saw because the person that you were with were giving you some kind of storyline to everything that you thought was going on. So it confused you. You build up a shield over your heart, and then that's a blockage that I know you guys are not wanting to take with you because you take that blockage with you, that's only going to hinder you in your next relationship. What blockages should Pisces be focusing on for October the 11th through the 13th? It's crazy. Okay, so I have confusion for you guys, impulse, and perfection. And you guys had perfection last reading. As I said before, I do feel like a lot of you guys have been confused and felt like you guys have been stuck in a situation or stagnant and your life is not moving forward. It could be due to trauma issues or certain issues that you guys has dealt with. It could have been a loss of a job, a relationship, a relative, or just a loss of self-worth or self-love. But in the confusion, I do feel like that's the energy that you guys are coming out of. The more you get in tune with yourself and the more you seek understanding for yourself, you will align. But do understand that everything do happen for a reason. So if something was blocking you or if you went through a blockage, the blockage was there to teach you a lesson and to help you overcome so that you'll be stronger for your next situation. But also a blockage sometimes keep you from other harm that might lie ahead because it could do not necessarily mean a blockage is just in your life, but it could even be, for instance, where you're in traffic and someone's driving slow in front of you and you go around that person only to find out that there's an accident ahead, or only to find out or only for you to get in an accident or something of that nature. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you guys are going to get in an accident, but it's just an example. So even when things are not going your way and you have to, it don't mean that you can't get to your destination. It just means sometimes that we have to reroute. So if it's something blocking you here, don't mean you're not supposed to get there. It just means that you need to make a different turn. Don't give up just because there's a blockage or things get hard. I always get a different perception. Calm your mind. Get a different perception, because you can't think when you're confused. Your decisions are not firm and not strong when you're confused about things. And then with perfection, accepting yourself, understanding that nothing is perfect, like we stated, last time. Can't be a people pleaser. You will feel stuck. You will feel stagnated. You will feel like you're not being yourself. And if you're not being yourself, that could lead to other things. So it's best to love and take care of yourself and accept yourself for who you are. That way no one can use that against you. When you take control over yourself and take accountability for the decisions and the choices that you make, then no one can use anything against you. A lot of you guys need to work on your patience as well. Something that you guys have been asking for is coming to you guys. It's definitely on the way. Something that you asked for and you let it go. You didn't dwell on it. It's coming. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Pisces for the 11th through the 13th? Okay, so Three of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Six of Cups. I feel like after a long reflection over things and experiences, and going inside yourself and asking yourself questions like why you don't trust certain things, or why you don't believe certain things, or why do you believe, going inside, asking questions, asking you questions. After doing that, it started pulling you out of the Three of Swords energy, the heartbreak energy of feeling heartbroken and betrayed. You started holding yourself accountable for the things that you allowed. And you were able to reflect and move away from that energy. Yeah, we had the nine of staff in reverse. So no more sleepless nights. A lot of you guys weren't able to get rest. So no more sleepless nights. That's the energy that you're coming out of. So I do feel like, yeah, Queen of Cups. I do feel like, by Sunday, a lot of you guys will be starting to feel like yourself again. You will be able to start to feel okay with the situation that you're dealing with and trusting yourself a little more. You'll be able to get a little bit more rest, which is definitely needed for some of you guys. Put Pisces. Don't let fear keep you from a lifetime of opportunities. Because you ever been scared of something or scared to do something and then you still did it. And then once you did it, you were like, oh, it wasn't as bad as I imagined it being. The same way we use our imagination to create fear is the same way you can use your imagination to create the life that's waiting for you, the life that is yours. Our brain is a powerful tool. So the way that we use it plays a strong part in our everyday life. So the people that we allow and choose to be in our life, we have to hold ourselves accountable for the things that we allow them to do. Nobody is perfect, but you're not supposed to let no one treat you as if you're not good enough or you're not worthy. Never to a point where you're questioning your self-worth, because that means that someone has taken your power. I don't know what, I just feel like there's three people that said that was in this connection of this triangle. The Pisces, I do see that you are coming out of that energy, and your chakra, your heart chakra is starting to open up a little bit. As I said, I do suggest that you guys meditate or work out or do some yoga, something to kind of get your mind off stuff. Do things that you enjoy doing. Do something with your children, or if you don't have any children, do something with your friends. But I think that's about it. Until next time, Pisces, live, love, and learn.